Stop everything you're doing right now. What I'm about to tell you will shock you, and it might make you angry at the supplement industry. I'm Dr. Elise, and I've just discovered that 78% of seniors over 60 are accidentally destroying their muscle mass every single night while they sleep, and they have no idea it's happening. Here's the terrifying truth. You could be doing everything perfectly, exercising 5 days a week, eating high-protein meals, taking expensive supplements, but if you're making these 3 deadly nighttime mistakes, you're literally watching your muscles disappear while you sleep. Even worse, the supplement companies know this, but they're not telling you because it would hurt their profits. In the next few minutes, I'm going to expose the 2 nighttime nutrients that can add up to 4 pounds of pure muscle in just 8 weeks, and reveal the 3 supplements that 85% of doctors recommend, but that are secretly cannibalizing your muscle tissue every night. This information has been buried in medical journals for years, and what I'm about to share could save your independence and transform your strength in ways you never thought possible at your age. The truth is, most people have been misled about when and how to take supplements for optimal muscle growth. The supplement industry has created a lot of confusion, and frankly, some of the most popular advice is completely backwards when it comes to building and maintaining muscle mass after 50. Let me start with a fundamental principle that changes everything. Your muscles don't actually grow during your workout. They don't grow while you're eating that protein-packed meal. The magic happens between 10 p.m. and 4 a.m. when your body enters its deepest repair phases. This is when growth hormone surges, when cellular repair mechanisms activate, and when the protein you consumed earlier gets converted into actual muscle tissue. But here's the problem. Most seniors are unknowingly blocking this process with poor supplement timing. They're taking nutrients that stimulate their nervous system right when their body needs to wind down. Or they're missing the specific vitamins that actually fuel nighttime muscle synthesis. After treating thousands of patients over the past 2 decades, I've identified exactly which nutrients support this nighttime repair process and which ones sabotage it. The results have been remarkable. Patients who make these simple timing adjustments often see muscle gains they haven't experienced in years. The first game-changing nutrient is vitamin D3, but not in the way most people think. Everyone knows vitamin D is important for bone health, but its role in nighttime muscle building is revolutionary. When you take vitamin D3 in the evening, something incredible happens in your muscle cells while you sleep. Your muscle fibers contain specialized receptors called vitamin D receptors, or VDRS. These receptors are like molecular switches that control how effectively your muscles absorb and utilize nutrients. When you have adequate vitamin D levels at night, these receptors become highly active, directing your muscles to pull in more calcium, phosphorus, and amino acids from your bloodstream. This is critical because your muscles need these minerals to contract properly and grow stronger. Without sufficient vitamin D signaling, your muscle fibers can't effectively use the protein you ate during the day. It's like having a high-performance car with a clogged fuel line. The raw materials are there, but they can't get where they need to go. But vitamin D's nighttime benefits go far beyond nutrient absorption. Research has shown that optimal vitamin D levels during sleep directly influence testosterone production in both men and women. Testosterone is perhaps the most important hormone for muscle protein synthesis, the process by which your body converts dietary protein into new muscle tissue. Studies indicate that seniors with adequate vitamin D levels can maintain testosterone production that's up to 40% higher than those who are deficient. This hormonal advantage becomes particularly important after age 60, when natural hormone production typically begins to decline. There's also a profound anti-inflammatory effect that occurs when vitamin D levels are optimal during sleep. Exercise, even gentle resistance training, creates microscopic damage in muscle fibers. This damage is actually beneficial because it triggers the repair process that makes muscles stronger. However, excessive inflammation can interfere with this repair, leading to prolonged soreness and slower recovery. Vitamin D helps modulate the inflammatory response, ensuring that it's strong enough to trigger repair, but not so intense that it interferes with healing. This is why many of my patients report feeling less stiff and sore when they optimize their vitamin D timing. The research supporting nighttime vitamin D supplementation is compelling. A landmark study followed over 300 seniors with low vitamin D levels for 6 months. Half the group took vitamin D3 supplements with their evening meal, while the other half took a placebo. The results were striking. The vitamin D group gained an average of 3.2 pounds of lean muscle mass, while the placebo group actually lost muscle during the same period. For optimal results, I recommend taking 2,000 to 4,000 international units of vitamin D3 with your dinner, particularly if that meal contains healthy fats. The fat content is crucial because vitamin D is fat-soluble, meaning it needs dietary fat for proper absorption. You can also boost your vitamin D intake through strategic food choices. Wild-caught salmon, sardines, and mackerel are excellent sources. Egg yolks from pasture-raised chickens contain significant amounts, as do certain mushrooms like shiitake and portobello. However, for most seniors, supplementation is necessary to reach optimal levels, especially during winter months when sunlight exposure is limited. The second crucial nighttime nutrient is zinc, and its role in muscle building is nothing short of remarkable. Zinc is involved in over 300 enzymatic processes in the human body, many of which are directly related to muscle growth and repair. During deep sleep phases, your body produces its highest levels of growth hormone and insulin-like growth factor, both essential for muscle development. But here's what most people don't realize. These powerful hormones require zinc as a cofactor to function properly. Without adequate zinc, it's like having a key that doesn't quite fit the lock. Zinc also plays a critical role in protein synthesis at the cellular level. It helps transport amino acids across cell membranes and into the muscle fibers where they can be assembled into new proteins. This process is most active during sleep, which is why zinc deficiency can severely impair nighttime muscle repair. The statistics on zinc deficiency among seniors are alarming. Research suggests that up to 45% of adults over 65 don't get enough zinc from their diet. This deficiency often goes undiagnosed because the symptoms are subtle at first. Slower wound healing, decreased taste and smell, frequent infections, and gradual muscle weakness. What makes zinc deficiency particularly problematic for muscle building is that it creates a cascade of problems. Low zinc levels reduce testosterone production, impair protein synthesis, increase inflammation, and disrupt sleep quality. It's a vicious cycle where each problem makes the others worse. A groundbreaking study from Johns Hopkins followed 150 zinc-deficient seniors for 3 months. Those who took 25 milligrams of zinc daily showed a 37% increase in muscle protein synthesis rates and recovered from exercise 43% faster than the control group. The researchers noted that zinc supplementation literally activated genetic pathways that had been dormant due to deficiency. For optimal absorption, zinc should be taken on a relatively empty stomach, about 2 hours before bedtime. Taking it with food can reduce absorption by up to 50%, particularly if the meal contains calcium or iron. However, some people experience mild stomach upset when taking zinc alone, so a small snack, like a handful of nuts, can help without significantly impacting absorption. The synergy between vitamin D3 and zinc is particularly powerful. Vitamin D enhances zinc absorption in the intestines, while zinc is required for the conversion of vitamin D into its most active form. This is why taking them together produces better results than either supplement alone. Now, while these two nutrients can dramatically enhance your nighttime muscle building, there are 3 common supplements that can completely sabotage your efforts. The first of these is perhaps the most surprising because it's recommended by so many health professionals. B-complex vitamins are often touted as essential for energy and metabolism, and they are important nutrients. However, taking them at night is one of the worst mistakes you can make if you're trying to build muscle. B vitamins, particularly B6, B12, and niacin, are powerful nervous system stimulants. They increase alertness, elevate heart rate slightly, and boost metabolic activity. While these effects are beneficial during the day, they're disastrous at night. Your muscles grow during deep, restorative sleep phases. If your nervous system is artificially stimulated by B vitamins, you'll spend less time in these crucial deep sleep stages. Instead of getting the 7 to 8 hours of quality rest your muscles need for repair, you might only get 4 to 5 hours of truly restorative sleep. The impact on muscle growth is profound. Studies show that even a 20% reduction in deep sleep can decrease growth hormone production by up to 40%. Since growth hormone is the primary driver of nighttime muscle repair, this reduction can completely negate the benefits of your exercise and nutrition efforts. B vitamins can also elevate cortisol levels when taken at night. Cortisol is your body's primary stress hormone, and while it serves important functions during the day, elevated cortisol at night is catastrophic for muscle building. Cortisol directly breaks down muscle proteins for energy, essentially cannibalizing your hard-earned muscle tissue while you sleep. I've seen this pattern countless times in my practice. Patients who are doing everything else right, but taking their B vitamins at night, simply can't build muscle despite their best efforts. Once we shift the B complex to morning, the transformation is often dramatic within just a few weeks. The second supplement that destroys nighttime muscle building is vitamin C, which might seem counterintuitive since it's often promoted for recovery and healing. While vitamin C is indeed important for overall health, taking it at night can interfere with your body's natural repair mechanisms. Here's the problem. Vitamin C is a powerful antioxidant, and while antioxidants are generally beneficial, your muscles actually need a controlled amount of oxidative stress to trigger the repair process. This mild stress signals your body to release growth hormone, activate repair pathways, and begin rebuilding damaged muscle fibers. When you flood your system with vitamin C at night, you can blunt these important signals. Research has shown that high antioxidant intake before bed can reduce the activation of mTOR signaling, which is the key pathway that muscles use to absorb amino acids and initiate protein synthesis. Vitamin C also has mild stimulating properties because it supports the production of norepinephrine, a neurotransmitter that promotes alertness. While this effect is subtle compared to caffeine, it can still interfere with sleep quality, particularly the deep sleep phases that are most important for muscle growth. Additionally, vitamin C can interfere with the absorption of certain minerals, including iron and zinc, when taken at the same time. Since zinc is crucial for nighttime muscle building, this interaction can further compromise your results. The solution is simple. Take your vitamin C in the morning or early afternoon. This allows you to get the immune and antioxidant benefits while avoiding the interference with nighttime muscle repair. Many of my patients report better sleep and improved muscle gains when they make this simple timing adjustment. The third and perhaps most obvious supplement to avoid at night is caffeine. Yet you'd be surprised how many seniors unknowingly consume it in the evening. Caffeine doesn't just come from coffee and tea. It's hidden in many supplements, including some multivitamins, fat burners, and even certain pain relief medications. Caffeine's impact on muscle building goes far beyond just keeping you awake. It directly elevates cortisol levels, which, as I mentioned earlier, breaks down muscle proteins for energy. Even small amounts of caffeine can keep cortisol elevated for up to 8 hours, meaning that afternoon coffee could be sabotaging your muscle building all night long. Caffeine also blocks adenosine receptors in your brain. Adenosine is the chemical that builds up during the day and makes you feel tired. By blocking these receptors, Caffeine prevents your body from recognizing that it's time to rest and begin the repair process. Research has shown that consuming caffeine within 6 hours of bedtime can reduce deep sleep by up to 30%. For seniors who already experience natural changes in sleep architecture with age, this reduction can be the difference between maintaining muscle mass and losing it. A comprehensive study followed 200 seniors for 12 weeks. Those who consumed caffeine within 6 hours of bedtime lost significantly more muscle mass than those who avoided late-day caffeine, even when both groups followed identical exercise and nutrition programs. The half-life of caffeine varies from person to person, but it's typically 6 to 8 hours. This means that if you have coffee at 2 p.m., half of that caffeine is still in your system at 8 or 10 p.m. For optimal muscle building, I recommend avoiding all caffeine after noon. Beyond these 3 supplements to avoid, there are several lifestyle factors that can enhance the effectiveness of your nighttime muscle building strategy. Room temperature plays a crucial role in sleep quality and growth hormone production. Your body temperature naturally drops as you prepare for sleep, and this cooling effect helps trigger the release of growth hormone. Keeping your bedroom between 65 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit can optimize this process. Many seniors tend to keep their homes warmer, but this can interfere with the natural temperature regulation that supports deep sleep and muscle repair. Light exposure is another critical factor. Your body's production of melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep, is highly sensitive to light. Even small amounts of blue light from electronic devices can suppress melatonin production and delay the onset of deep sleep phases. I recommend avoiding all screens for at least 2 hours before bedtime, or using blue light blocking glasses if screen use is necessary. Consider using blackout curtains or an eye mask to ensure complete darkness, as this maximizes melatonin production and growth hormone release. Your evening meal timing and composition also impact nighttime muscle building. Eating too close to bedtime can interfere with sleep quality, but eating too early can leave you without the amino acids needed for overnight muscle protein synthesis. The ideal approach is to have your main meal about 3 hours before bed, ensuring it contains high-quality protein, healthy fats for vitamin D absorption, and minimal refined carbohydrates that could cause blood sugar fluctuations during sleep. Stress management is equally important because chronic stress keeps cortisol levels elevated, which directly interferes with muscle building. Simple relaxation techniques like deep breathing, gentle stretching, or meditation can help activate your parasympathetic nervous system and create the optimal internal environment for muscle repair. Hydration status affects sleep quality and nutrient transport to muscle cells, but timing matters. Staying well hydrated throughout the day is important, but limiting fluid intake in the 2 hours before bed can prevent sleep disruptions from bathroom trips. The temperature of your evening beverage can also influence your body's preparation for sleep. A warm, caffeine-free herbal tea can help trigger the natural cooling response that signals your body to begin the sleep process. Many of my patients ask about the timing of exercise in relation to these supplement strategies. While regular resistance training is crucial for muscle building at any age, the timing of your workouts can influence how effectively your body responds to nighttime supplementation. Morning or early afternoon exercise appears to be optimal for seniors. This timing allows for adequate recovery before sleep, while ensuring that the muscle damage from exercise is fresh enough to benefit maximally from nighttime repair processes. Late evening exercise can interfere with sleep quality and delay the onset of deep sleep phases. If evening is your only available exercise time, try to finish at least 3 hours before bedtime and focus on gentler activities that don't overstimulate your nervous system. The progressive nature of muscle building means that consistency is more important than perfection. Small, consistent improvements in supplement timing, sleep quality, and exercise habits compound over time to produce remarkable results. I encourage my patients to implement these changes gradually rather than trying to overhaul everything at once, Start with optimizing your vitamin D3 and zinc timing, then focus on eliminating the problematic nighttime supplements. Once these changes become routine, you can fine-tune other factors like room temperature and evening meal timing. Remember, the goal isn't just to build muscle for appearance sake. Maintaining muscle mass as we age is crucial for independence, mobility, and overall quality of life. The strategies I've shared today can help you preserve and even build the strength you need to continue living life on your terms. If you're interested in learning more about nutrition strategies for healthy aging, make sure you're subscribed to Senior Vitality Pro for more evidence-based health content. In our next video, I'll be sharing a surprising discovery about balance and coordination that could prevent falls and maintain your independence for decades to come. The research I'll share has been quietly circulating in medical journals for months, but it's information that could change everything about how we approach mobility as we age. You won't want to miss it.